Welcome back, adventurers! Get ready to delve into the hidden world of nature's ultimate survivors, parasites. These cunning creatures are masters of manipulation, hijacking their hosts for their own sinister purposes. Over the next few chapters, we're counting down the top 5 deadliest parasites on the planet. You'll witness firsthand their ingenious strategies and the devastating impact they have on their unsuspecting victims. Let's get started. First up, we're heading to the tropics to encounter the terrifying Ampulex compressa, also known as the emerald cockroach wasp or the jewel wasp. This tiny terror has a gruesome trick up its sleeve. It targets cockroaches, turning them into mindless zombies. The female wasp delivers a surgical sting, injecting venom directly into the cockroach's brain. This venom doesn't kill the cockroach. Instead, it hijacks its nervous system, effectively turning it into a living, breathing puppet. The wasp then leads the zombified cockroach to its lair, where it lays an egg on its abdomen. The egg hatches and the larva burrows into the cockroach, devouring it alive from the inside out. Talk about a nightmare scenario. Our next stop takes us deep into the rainforest of West Africa, where we encounter the loa loa, also known as the African eyeworm. This parasitic nematode has a particular fondness for human eyeballs. The adult worms migrate through subcutaneous tissues, sometimes even crossing the bridge of the nose or appearing under the conjunctiva of the eye. Their movements cause localized inflammation, itching, and pain, making even the toughest adventurer squirm. If that's not bad enough, the worms can also trigger serious complications, including encephalitis and heart failure. It's a stark reminder that even the smallest creatures can pose a significant threat to human life. Deep in the tropics, there's a parasite that's as stealthy as a jungle cat and as relentless as a river current. It's called the Dracunculus medinensis, also known as the fiery serpent or guinea worm. This gruesome worm starts its life cycle in stagnant water, where tiny water fleas become infected with its larvae. Now, if a human drinks that contaminated water, those larvae use their guts as a springboard to burrow into the intestinal wall. Over the next year, the larvae mature, growing into long spaghetti-like worms, often over 3 feet long. The female worm then makes its way to the skin, usually the legs or feet, creating a painful blister. This blister burns like fire, hence the name fiery serpent. This intense burning sensation drives the victim to seek relief in water, and that's when the parasite strikes. As the infected person submerges their burning limb in water, the female worm senses the change and bursts out of the blister, releasing thousands of larvae back into the water, starting the cycle all over again. Talk about a survival strategy. Extracting this worm requires careful winding around a stick, a process that can take days or even weeks. One wrong move and the worm can break, leading to agonizing pain and infections. Remember, in the wild, clean water is your lifeline. Always purify your water sources, whether by boiling, using a filter, or water purification tablets, to avoid becoming a host to these silent but deadly predators. Trust me, you don't want to face this fiery serpent in the wild. We've all seen those zombie movies, right? Well, out here in the wild, there's a real-life horror story playing out every day. It stars the cordyceps fungus, a parasitic nightmare for insects. This fungus, it's like something out of science fiction. It infects its prey, taking over their bodies, their minds. Imagine your every move dictated by a foreign invader, driving you to a gruesome end. The cordyceps grows inside the insect, eventually bursting out, often from the head. It's a brutal, fascinating, and terrifying display of nature's power. Remember, out in the wild, survival is a constant battle, and sometimes the enemy is microscopic. Now, we're diving deep into the world of mind control, and I'm not talking about some Jedi mind trick. This is the terrifying reality of Toxoplasma gondii. This microscopic parasite can infect a wide range of animals, but its effects on rodents are truly disturbing. Infected rats, they lose their fear of cats, even becoming attracted to them. It's a suicide mission orchestrated by the parasite, ensuring its own survival. This is a prime example of how parasites can manipulate their hosts, turning them into puppets in a deadly game. Remember, in the wild, nothing is as it seems. Always be aware of the unseen forces at play. So there you have it, a glimpse into the world of nature's tiniest terrors. These parasites, they're a stark reminder that danger can lurk in the smallest corners of our world. But don't let that scare you off exploring. Stay curious, keep learning, but always stay cautious. Remember, knowledge is your best weapon in the wild, and always be mindful of those parasites. They're out there, waiting for their next unsuspecting host. Join me next time as we delve deeper into the dark corners of the natural world, uncovering more secrets and facing new challenges. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment on what you would like to see next. Stay adventurous, and until then, stay safe.